Do you hear me? We need some enthusiasm. You're going to be the most enthusiastic Asian on the internet today. Don't make silly faces, because I will put them on there. Ow, see the abuse I take? It's awful. Every day I wake up and I wonder, God, please help me. Every day, please.
Really?
Please, Lord. Keep her from abusing me.
Yeah, huh?
Right, William? Yeah.
He just wants his donut. That's why he's
Oh,
like
so he's a yes man? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Really? So what are we doing today? Enthusiastically. What are we doing today? Oh, we're getting some donuts. No, Mangaya. What are we doing today?
Mangaya?
Ah, Mangaya. Miss Maria. What are we doing today?
I don't know. We're driving.
No. What are we doing? We're being enthusiastic. Like, we got a shot of, like, freaking espresso or something.
You did have a shot.
I didn't get no shot of espresso.
I didn't have a shot of espresso.
Espresso?
Espresso.
We're enthusiastically going to check fields of corn. Right, Will?
Yep, right.
Yeah, that's right. So we're gonna get some corn checked. The reason we're doing that is because it rained, right? And I think you're just as enthusiastic as a turtle. That's right. Stick your neck out there. That's what tortoises do when they mate. They go.
How do you know you watched it?
I saw it on YouTube.
Oh my goodness.
How else would you see
I bet you how
when
many people are
tortoises mate?
Googling it up now.
Yeah, Googling how do tortoises mate. It's like Joe Biden and Kamala Harris.
Oh my God.
That's too funny, actually. Anyway, we really shouldn't talk like that about the cackling horn, the tortoise.
Red flag. Demonetized.
Demonetized. Which way first? Oh, you want to go this way first?
I want to see how big they are.
Okay. She wants to go to... Well, I guess we haven't done a tire video in a while. Just a tire video, right? Yeah, so I think it's time to do a tire video. 7530. Oh man, this thing is zoomed in again. What the heck? Why is that thing zoomed in? Okay, there we go. Tire video. Yeah, these tires are shot. They were shot last year. They were shot the year before. Matter of fact, they should have been changed. These are Michelin Mach X, Mach 10 Agri Bib or Mach Bibs. 665 28s radials. These are the tires that came on this tractor when I bought it. They've had an excellent wear life. I've put thousands of hours on them, and it's just time to change them. I wanted to put Trelleborg tires on it, but Trelleborg tires were $2,600 a piece for the front tires. So Vredestein it is for $1,100 less per tire. Traxion Harvest tires. I got them on this. I've got them on the 6210R. I bought two sets. One for this, obviously, one for this tractor here, and one for the 6210R. The tire is wearing on the right side just a little bit more than the left, but for all the hours that are on this tractor, I'm not complaining at all. So we do have the front lift here, and they work really good for jacks. So if you got a flat tire, you just do that. Now I've got a bead breaker I can put on there and just break this bead right up and start doing the tire. My hand still hurts, so I'm going to see how far I get before I cry, because it's going to hurt. It's just going to hurt. Everything hurts nowadays. Everything hurts. Clean the shop up a little bit. Some people were bitching about that, but I don't really care about that. But you know, it's just a average everyday shop. Those trucks in the back, I'm thinking about selling. So if anybody's interested in a 1937 Chevy 1 ton or 1 ton, and a 1941 Ford 1 ton, yeah, they're there. and you can make me an offer. If the offer is stupid, don't bother. If it's a good offer, I'll take you up on it. You can come get them. They're beautiful trucks. I could start them right up. They run fine. Anyway, here we go.
What?
That's right, loudmouth.
I'm never loudmouth.
Get the hell, you're always a loudmouth.
No, I'm not.
They're doing it right now. It's you're a loudmouth. In the godmother. Am I what? What?
I said hand that means no.
Yeah, you're noisy. Well, it would probably feel a lot nicer on me than. Yeah, I'm gonna get a bar on it. Oh. Maybe I'll be the grumpy one today. This is Dad's temper, 22. Actually, once upon a time, a long ass time ago,
Yeah.
I changed tires on my pickup truck. I'll tell you what, I was livid. Well, you can't put it where I'm at and expect it to go in there. Thank you.
And you were mad? Why?
Couldn't get the beater broken. I didn't have this fancy beater. Do not do that with me. What are you doing? Yeah, I'm getting it on the. You gotta push down on the one side. Don't let it come up. Well, I don't really have much to say about this other than Tim did not lose his temper. I probably lost mine a little more than him, but I didn't lose my temper at all, so it's all good. And you get to watch Teresa drop the tractor on its side. Yeah. Do. She's a good helper. Right, Teresa? We're sitting here together doing some editing. And, yeah. Everybody asks me, what do you spray on your tire? Why don't you just use, like, real tire stuff? You know, real tire lubricant is basically oil anyway. What I'm using is chain and cable lubricant. That seems to soften the rubber enough to make a good seal, and it's slippery enough that it, you know, lets that rubber come off of there, that tire come off very easily. Yeah, you know, it's $2 a can or $3 a can or whatever it is. I buy it in bulk anyway. Just get it from Napa. Works really good. And it'll allow that tire, the new tire, to go up on the bead very, very easily. You know, which is kind of important because years ago, me and my dad spent 3 days fighting with a tire before we got smart. You know, before the internet, before, yeah, just before we got smart. That tire, as a matter of fact, I still have that tire and it's still not seated on the bead. We had changed, it was a dual, and we had taken the inside tires off of the 4430 and put on the, put brand new tires on the main tractor rims, not the dual rims, and we just moved the other ones to the outside. You don't get a lot of traction that way, but you know, it's better than nothing. I loved running duals. When I ran duals on that tractor, it just made a big deal. Made a big difference. It was easier to pull. It was smoother riding across the field, and you know, it's just a, you know, less compaction. You know, whatever you name it, it did it. But yeah, I liked putting duals on. But anyways, that tire never did jump up on the bead, and I ran it for years like that. And you know, it was what it was. And you know, of course, you learn later on in life. You learn later on in life how to actually do that. I was just watching this video. It's kind of funny. But anyway, changing tires is if you've never worked in a tire shop, you'd never know the tricks of the trade. A lot of guys will use soap. Soap works okay, but when soap dries, it becomes sticky. It's not really a smooth, for taking the tire back off again, it can be a real cantankerous pain in the ass. So oil is what tires are made out of now. You know, it's not natural rubber. It's actually oil. It's a synthetic rubber, and yeah, it's perfectly fine to do that. As a matter of fact, I bought a tub of fifth wheel grease, tire and fifth wheel grease, and I used that. And I don't mind using grease on tires either. I mean, that works okay. I've got a 30-pound keg over there that I dip my hands into for the fifth wheel on the trucks, and I also use that on the tires. It just works. So if you're not sure of how to lubricate your tires, chain and cable lubricant, or or just plain old grease, you can use. I've used diesel fuel and hydraulic oil mixed together. That works okay as well. I don't usually use. Yeah, I do usually use that on the rear tires, not so much the front tires. Because front tires, the smaller the tire, the harder it is to change if you didn't know. I mean, you ever wonder why you can take a bicycle tire off with your bare hands? You don't even need a little tire iron. You just get a finger under there and flip it over. It's because it's a very large tire. They're 30-inch tires or 26-inch tires or even 22-inch tires that come right off. Whereas you take a wheelbarrow tire, which is 6 or 8 inches, and it's a real nightmare to get it on or off. And ATV tires are a whole nother story. If you've never changed one of those, then you really almost need a tire machine to do those. To get them off. To put the new ones on, it's no big deal. But man, ATV tires suck. But I've already taken and cut a hole in the sidewall of one of those things, and then cut the cords or the cables inside the bead to get them damn things off to put the new ones on. Putting the new ones on are easy. You put them on, and then when you inflate them, they snap into place because they have a retention ring on them. But anyway, Tim, actually, you can watch Tim doing this, and he's perfectly fine. No problems at all. Teresa's there helping, pointing out, she's a good help. She gets up in the tractor to turn the wheels so that we can raise up. Here it goes. Boom! Down it went. Right on the ground. Of course, me and Tim changed our tactics. Made it a little less sketchy. But, he would have done it sketch balls too, but I'm the older I get, the more safe I want to be, especially when you cut your hand with a corn planter, and you see the fact that I could have lost that finger. What do you think? You think I could have lost that finger? Actually, if it was a little bit more force, it probably would have snapped the bone and cut through the tendons, and then I'd have just been like, just cut it off and sew the flap over it. And then I would look like my Uncle Irv. My Uncle Irv, he had 3 fingers and a thumb. His middle finger, just the same as mine. I think he was 13 or 17 when he had his finger removed. He was doing something and a piece of steel went into the knuckle, and he started with gangrene. And he was born in 1913, so that was like 1930s, early 1930s, late. He was born in 13, so it was probably in the late 20s that he had his finger removed. And he said there was no anesthesia. It was a piece of wood and straps. They strapped him to. He told me about it. He did. He's dead now. He died in 2011, spring of 2011, I believe. Was it 2010? 2010? No, 2011. No, it's 2010. Yeah, it was 2010 he died. Uneventful. It was uneventful. Nobody got hurt.
No.
Teresa dropped the tractor on the ground. Just ram-assing around.
You say drop it.
Not the whole thing.
Every time I go slow and you're like, are you jerking it up or what? Then I drop it to the full potential and then you yell to me.
Can I see how
That's what you said. That's what you said earlier. When you bitch. Right?
I'm going to have to edit all that out now. Because it's not child friendly. I'm trying to be child friendly.
Okay, go ahead with your story.
Well, we put these new tires on the 7530. It was not an easy job, but we got it done with a little help from our friend Lubricant. Now, you gotta be like kid friendly nowadays, or they demonetize your ass, and you don't get. And I don't have any sponsors, so these Vredestein tires, I hope they do really well, because if they don't, I'm just gonna.
What you call them?
Vredestein.
Oh, this is not Trailborg?
No, the Trailborgs were $1,100 a tire more.
Get the hell
Each tire
out.
would have been $2,200 more for these tires.
Holy shit.
Actually, $4,400 more because I bought 4 of them, 2 for the 6210R and 2 for this one. Yeah, it's a lot of money in tires, and you know, when we had Donald Trump in office, we were actually getting tires made in the United States. These are made, I think these are made in Holland or some damn thing, Egypt. Who knows? It's like the minute Donald Trump was out of office, these assholes went right back to doing the same shenanigans they did before. Where's this thing made? I know it has a maker's mark on it somewhere. It says I looked it up. It's a European country. It's not made in Israel or India, I don't think. What the heck is that? Huh. I can't see because I'm blind. Tire may have a tube in it, but these are the heavier duty ones. These are meant for loader, what do you call it, for loaders. These are 1/68 front tires. They're a little stiffer. You can run them with less air in them. Now, where in the heck is that maker's mark? I know it was on there.
I don't.
Maybe it's on the other tire. It's on
Made in USA. No.
where?
Oh, that's a number. That's not it. No.
How do you get made
I'm
in
like,
USA
no
out of
way.
that?
No way.
No, Vredestein's not made in the United States.
Oh, yeah.
The Trump works will become made in the United States.
Huh. Yeah, I don't see it here.
Yeah, I don't know where these are made.
No, I don't see it here. Those are just the numbers.
No,
Nope, nothing.
doesn't have a maker's made in wherever. I'm sure you know where it is? It's on the bead.
Oh.
And I know I read it. It's like Holland or the Netherlands or something like that. I don't know. Anyway. So that's, you got that thing zoomed in? No, it's not.
No, I did not.
Yeah, I thought maybe it was on the tread. It's not on the tread. That tells you what it is. 665/28. Yeah. Well, whatever. They're on. Oh, they look good. I'd rather have the Trelleborgs because I know they wear good on the road. You just never have any problems with them. BKTs are like bubble gum. They're good. They're a good tire because they give a lot. Got good sidewalls. You'll never crack a sidewall on a BKT tire. But the tread don't last as long. These have more bars on them than the Michelins. So there's like 1 extra bar on this tire versus the Michelin. So, but whatever. Here's what it is. Anyways, we're done. 7530's got a new set of sneakers on the front. Traditionally, 2 front tires for every set of rears. So that's just the way it is. Unless it's a loader tractor, then it'll be 3 fronts to every set of rears. Anyways, that's it. Right, Teresa? Let's go get our boy and go home.
Yep, sure.
Anyway, things in the shop get a little bit crazy, and it's okay. I did end up editing some of that stuff out of there because it really went off the rails. But it's all for fun. I mean, you got to have a good time when you're working. If you're not having a good time, you're not living your life. So, you know, Teresa's a gem in the shop. As you can watch throughout the video, that she's bouncing around like a rubber band and, you know, basically overseeing the project. And, you know, she does what she's asked, and, you know, she's new to it. I mean, she's been here for, you know, I guess she came to the farm in 2016. So however many years, 7 years, I guess, something like that, 7, 8 years. And still learning. You know, still learning, still eager to learn. She hasn't killed me yet, and I haven't killed her, so I guess it's worth her sticking around. Very eager to help, which is great. A lot of men say, hey, you know, you're lucky, you know, and I truly am blessed, but sometimes it's trying, you know, sometimes, you know, it's trying, let's put it that way. But it's okay because you know what, we're good. We're good. She gets mad at me, I will say, and she's right. I do sometimes get a little bit loud, and I got to remember that her language, English isn't her first language. It's not even her well, I guess it would be her second language, but there's 4 languages rolling around in that woman's head, which blows my mind. But yeah, 4 languages, crazy. I'm so retarded that I can't even get 2. and she's like 4, so. And she can turn it on and off like a freaking faucet. You know, if she meets a Japanese guy, then boom, or girl. Actually, she doesn't talk to Japanese women. If there's well, I don't think we ever run into any Japanese women. We always run into Japanese men here and there. When we were in England, there was a guy, Japanese guy, that was selling some kind of fertilizer, and lo and behold, she just, and it was fine, you know. And she was watching a video on Instagram or something yesterday, and it was Filipino, and he was speaking another dialect from the Philippine Islands, Visaya. And she's like, "Oh yeah, no, this is what they said." I'm like, "It's Visayan. How the hell do you even what?" And of course, then English and Tagalog. So, but yeah, it's amazing. Anyway, yeah, good addition. She's probably sitting on the toilet right now saying, "I hate when he talks about me. I hate it." She said she's gonna run, so she might come out here looking all sexy and stuff. Hey, babe.